Welcome to the Kill Cam, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror media. I'm Lamont, and today I'm looking at something that was oddly requested. Alice in Wonderland comic. To lend their talents to this comic. After the success of 2012's Alice in Wonderland Grimm Fairy Tales comic, an all-new comic series, other Dino Scope writers put in a writing room where people can give their own story ideas for comics that could be good. So then officially came into today I'm only going to be looking at one of these comics. And maybe if these do well, I may return to do the other. I've been getting a lot of other requests for Grimm Fairy Tales comics. Now, this year has been crazy for a lot of us, so scheduling a doctor's appointment is hard. But thanks to our sponsor, ZocDoc, you'll be able to find a doctor that meets your insurance and your qualifications. Again, go to ZocDoc.com/deadmeat to get and use promo code DEADMEAT for your first promo for your first month free. Again, that's ZocDoc.com/dead. Detailing how the war to save humanity is over and the Dark Horde won. The four realms of power, Wonderland, Neverland, the mythical lands, and Oz, have. So Cindy, I'm not going to get into. Let's just get to the kill. The comic begins with what I think is Cindy's first kill here, an unknown rando who we're putting on the count. Cindy's sorority sister tries to stop her. Cindy's sorority sister tries to stop her, only to be brushed aside by her sorority sister. Turns out it was a male that got killed. So sadly, we have to recount it. We then have, come on, another big set of bodies? Come on, it's not going to have to count all these two. Well, according to Josh, we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 dead bodies in the background of possible unknown gender. Cindy, locked in the Red Dark Queen's dungeon, wisely says that this is after all the Nox stuff, after we saw Nox get killed early on. Okay, so I don't think I'm counting it as a kill. Oh, yep, he's dead. So I'm going to count the orc guy. Seeing how we don't have hardly enough kills for the count right now, I'm going to cover issue 2 just to be on the safe side. So does this mean I'll be covering more Grim Fairy Tales after this? No. I'll be covering that in the first issue of the Little Mermaid comic next week. So I'll explain that later. Okay, we can count these orc guys as these dragon guys as these Jabberwock in the guard here, so I don't really think he deserves to go on the count just yet. Guess I was too early to put this Alicia girl on the count. Because she's still alive until Hades puts his fist in her. Blech. I'm thinking that vampire guy was killed. I can't count any sort of. In this fight, I can only count the orc deaths because because of James's rule on animals. So since the orcs look human enough, I'll count the orcs anyway. I'll count the 6 orc casualties, the 7 orc casualties I see here. So we have one more comic to go, and what the heck, this is only 3 issues. Compared to other Grim Fairy Tales comics that have more issues, this only got 3. So let's just cover all 3 for funsies. So Cindy's plan on hosting a ball where she'll kill Hades. Cindy and Hades go on into a fight, as we then have the big part with her sorority sister joining the fray. Hades punches Cindy away, giving her a very instantaneous nosebleed. So I'm going to count this female demon thing because it looks humanoid enough to count. Then an odd fairy godmother looking thing died, so count that. And with that, Hades is dead. As Cindy takes the underworld throne, ending the comic in bloody fashion. How many kills did we get in this bloody version of Cinderella? Let's find out. I counted a total of 5, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I counted a total of 20 kills in Cinderella Army of Darkness issues 1 through 3. Among those, 8 were male, 4 were female, and only 2 were unknown orcs. And only 2 were unknown in that one odd bar scene from the earlier 5.8 pages. Golden Chainsaw has a lot of options. But Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill, gotta give it to that. I love it. I'll give the dull machete for lamest kill to the death in that bar scene in Cindy's flashback. Those guys weren't even shown killed, but since the rules by James A. Janice said that all of them have to be killed, we have to count it. Now we have seen this pie chart before. You've only seen this kill count and breakdown a few times on the kill count, including last year when James covered, We've seen this count and breakdown a few times on this show, including in 2020 when James covered Sinister. But that's it. Cinderella Army of Darkness was released in 2013 and is part of the Grimm Fairy Tales Grimmverse. I was looking at the first issue of Grimm Fairy Tales Presents Little Mermaid and Grimm Fairy Tales issues. What issues was I on? what issue was I on? Yep, no sign of any. Next week will probably be issues 14 and 15 of Grimm Fairy Tales, as well as the first issue of the Little Mermaid comic. Because I know that one will be a nightmare because I'll have to cover the Death Shonen. I'll have to cover maybe the Three Little Pigs. So I gotta check if that issue's and if it doesn't appear to be a spin-off issue. It doesn't appear to be one of those spin-off issues, so I will cover it next week. We also still have the Cinderella comics. We also have the Little Mermaid comics to cover. I'll cover those next week. Until then, I'm a man who just decided to do an extra kill count, and this has been a kill count on the next kill count, where we have covered Wonderland, we have seen the underworld, so now it is time to cover the sea. This week, Ian covered the Little Mermaid comic, issue 1 and 2. As well as Grimm Fairy Tales issues 4, 15, and 16. Let me check how many issues long the Little Mermaid comic was. I always forgot how many issues long it was. It's 5 issues long? Man, that's nearly the same length as the Alice in Wonderland one I covered. So this week, brush up on your Grimm Fairy Tales history and read the Little Mermaid issue 1 and 2, as well as Grimm Fairy Tales issues 15 through 16. And then on Thursday, join Ian for the kill count, only on Dead Meat. Grimm Fairy Tales Little Mermaid and Grimm Fairy Tales issues 14 and 15, preferably read on a pictured reading platform. Dead Meat always asks if you watch and read the comic for yourself before its kill count. It's the only way to have your own proper, unbiased personal opinion. Kill count isn't meant to replace the joy of reading a comic. Thank you for watching this kill count. Man, this was actually a bonus episode I wanted to do. I decided a bonus episode could be fun, but I don't know if I'll keep doing these. This was only a fun one because I decided since I have something special going on today, I decided to do something special for YouTube as well and give you guys an extra kill count. James will be, I think James's next kill count's on Friday with the Psycho reboot. I think they're be good people.